guys, how's it going? How are you doing? I hope your week is going well. I am sitting in my living room and I was just thinking about all of you, and I actually had a whole other topic planned to record for today, but something else had to come out through me. Another topic really wanted to come out, and I'm way more excited right now to share this with you because I think it will be helpful for you. And I called this today the bare minimum. And I think we need to incorporate that more in our lives, especially as women and especially as moms. And here is why. So for me, it's been a few months now that I've incorporated this, and I specifically planned that for my week of PMS, the week or so before my period starts. And here's why. Before I did this, I was in a lot of conflict with myself because of my PMS. I didn't like the PMS. I didn't want the PMS. And also I was tired, lower energy than usual. And so that whole turmoil and the conflict made me not be at peace with myself, and therefore I was more snappy with my kids. I was not taking really good care of myself, and it showed, right, with myself and my kids, and not so much with my husband, but with my kids, I didn't want to be that snappy, right, with my sons. And so now that I've incorporated this mentality, and I love it so much now, because here's what it is. I think, okay, it's my PMS, or it's not even that I even think that. I think, I'm feeling low energy, and I know where in this cycle I am. And I'm thinking, right, this is the week where I do the bare minimum. And also, this is the week where I plan special little things for myself, or I kind of treat myself to something, or it could be like a massage, or simply my favorite foods, or some treat that I want, or anything that I am craving, or anything that's my favorite thing. And so with that mentality, right, that mentality came from what my needs are. First, I asked myself, what do I need? And from that question, I've discovered, right, that I need rest. I need rest, and I don't want to do anything, right? So but of course, as a mom and as a coach, I still have things that I need to get done, that I need to do. So I negotiate with myself. I think, okay, here are all the things I need to do. I make a list for the day. And then I ask myself, what is the bare minimum that I need to do today? What are the most important things? All the family things are the most important things. All the kid things are the most important things. And my bare minimum as being a coach is recording this podcast and, of course, coaching my clients. Anything else is not a bare minimum. It's extra. It's a bonus. Gets deleted just for this time period. And so when I make that list for the day, for the week, I take care of myself and what I need by thinking that, okay, I'm going to do the bare minimum today. And you know what? Guess what? Also, I always include in that list a bullet point, rest. Always. Because I really need it, right? And if you do as well, I highly recommend you just put it in there. Even if it's just 10 minutes of rest, put it in there. Let it be in there. So with this mindset of bare minimum, because I plan on doing the bare minimum, right? Then I don't feel guilty when I actually do the bare minimum, because that was my plan. Right? Because before, if I plan to do a lot of things, and I love being super efficient. I love getting a lot of stuff done. Love it so much that a lot of the times that I write a long list and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I'm going to get it all done. And I have to remind myself, no, I actually don't want to do all this. This is going to get me into the negative. I'm not going to have enough energy for my bare minimum if I'm going to do all this other stuff. So I love being efficient, but I try to stick to the bare minimum, get the rest in. And because I've done this work to figure out what it is that I need, to expect that I'm going to be low energy, to expect that I'm going to need extra rest, extra treatment, extra special love and TLC and all the extra special things. If I set my mindset to be that, then what I feel is I feel relieved. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God I'm going to have a good week. PMS doesn't feel bad anymore. It feels like an excuse to treat myself a little bit better, a lot better, to give myself extra special treatment and to give myself extra rest. Awesome. So I feel relieved. I feel cared for. Again, this is all from myself. I'm taking care of myself. And I feel the pressure's off to be super duper productive and efficient. Okay. So, and I don't feel guilty, right? I feel completely right. I feel like, yes, I deserve this. This is exactly what should happen. Nothing has gone wrong. This is what I do every month. Okay. So if I feel all those things, then the way I act during this week is I do the bare minimum, and I try to incorporate lots of rest time as much as I can. And I delay things that can wait for another week. And when I get the bare minimum done and I have that rest time, I actually am able to rest guilt-free, fully enjoy it, fully rest. And then when I have to do the bare minimum later, like with my afternoon shift with the kids, then I feel more at peace. I'm like, okay, I got my rest. Now I've decided, I knew this was coming. I'm doing my bare minimum. I don't have to be whiny or victimy. This is just my job, right? So, and because I've done such a good job kind of planning and thinking ahead and preparing even mentally to think, okay, bare minimum, resting, then I'm so much nicer to myself, right? Because I've done all that. But then I am so much nicer to the kids, which is what I want, right? I want to be nice to the people I care the most about. I don't want to snap at them. And so the result for myself is that with this mindset, bare minimum, guilt-free, then I'm able to support myself so much better and support my kids in the way they need me to, and support my husband and support my clients and show up for you in a way that I want to show up, because I've done the work of thinking about my PMS in a useful way. Okay, so I'm sharing this example for you guys today so that hopefully you can also copy paste this into any other part of your life that you need, and look at this kind of example as a thinking process that you can use to solve any situation for you that you like, right? Maybe for you, you might need to incorporate bare minimum in another part of your life, in a different quarter at work, right? When it's quiet, or when it's a super busy quarter at work. Like, for example, if tax season for some accountants is super busy, then you might incorporate the bare minimum thinking in your life in that period of time for your family. You're like, for these 3 months, I'm doing the bare minimum for my kids, and I'm totally okay with it. And this is the plan, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it, right? As opposed to actually doing the bare minimum with the kids, and then sometimes once in a while feeling guilty about it, right? And feeling the pinch and feeling like I wish I didn't have all this work, right? This is just an example. So borrow this. And as women, I think all need to borrow the bare minimum, because we are very good at being so productive and efficient, and it's very hard for us to sit down and do nothing, right? So borrow that. Also, I would love for you to ask yourself, what do I need when I have the PMS? What do I need when I have my period? Ask yourself, and then listen to the answers, and then how can you give it to yourself if you need more rest? And this is the other thing, this is just my personal thought, is that I'm always surprised of how much rest I need. It's always more than I would expect. So, and I think it's just a sign that we are, as a society, we don't have the mentality to rest as much, right? So we don't have any time to rest that is planned or scheduled. Anyway, this is just my opinion. Take it or leave it. But I hope this is useful for you. It's super useful for me. And again, you can have a relationship with your PMS that is nourishing, that feels good, that gets you excited. For me, I used to dread PMS. I used to hate it. It was just such a hateful relationship that now I'm finally love this week because I get to do things for myself that I normally wouldn't do. Extra rest time, treats, maybe some massage, or just doing something impulsive, right? Just something that you normally don't allow yourself to do, or you don't think, no, this is just not part of my routine. This is the time for me to do that. So that's why I'm excited about it. I love it. And you can borrow this. You can say, oh my gosh, PMS week will be my most luxurious week. I really need it, right? Okay, guys. So borrow this. I would love to hear how that's going for you. And because this is why in the podcast, I always share all these things that seem to be unrelated to your relationship with your son, but are always, always, always tying back to your relationship with yourself and are then indirectly affecting your relationship with your son, right? So the better you get at taking care of yourself during your PMS, the better you get at knowing what it is that you need when you are at your lowest energy, when you are cranky, when you are bitchy, when you are all those things, the better you will be at taking care of yourself. And the better you are taking care of yourself, the easier and better you'll be at just taking care of your son during that time. And also, the better you will be at understanding him when he's at his lowest energy, when he's crankiest, when he is at his worst. You will be so much more understanding and be able to connect with what he's going through, what he might need, because you've done that work on yourself, right? So again, if you are stuck and with your relationship with your son and yourself, and you are just feeling a lot of anger and a lot of fights, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you work through that, get to the other side where you are at peace, where you know yourself so well, you take such good care of yourself, and then you are very good at taking care of your son. This is so worth it. It feels amazing. And then once you do that, it's just so much more enjoyable to live your daily life day to day. So you should not wait. You should sign up right away, because why wait? You're going to miss out on all these days where you're feeling angry. No, just start right away. You'll see results right away. I promise you. Okay. To do that, you just need to sign up for a coaching session where this is how it works. You sign up for a coaching session. The first one is completely free. And then you tell me all the things about you and your son and all that's frustrating you. Then I can tell you how I can help you. And then we make a plan for how you're going to get to where you want to be. And then it's a once a week commitment. Sometimes my clients like every other week. And we take a look at all your thoughts that are creating all of your feelings, and we fix all of it. We don't fix all of it, but we look at it and we find out, oh, this is why your life feels this way. So please sign up. You have to go to my website, www.coachingnatalia.com. Then go to the sign up for a free mini session tab and pick a time that you need. If you can't find one, just email me. My email is natalia@coachingnatalia.com, and I'll help you find the time that works for you. All right, guys, well, have a wonderful week. And whenever your PMS week is coming up, Take care of yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need? What do I want? All right, guys? Bye. I love you.